Oops, I'm still wearing my paint shirt.
Take it off. Yeah.
This is Wisconsin. We've always got layers. Says I've got one person in and it's not you. So hi, one person. Ooh, 3 people in. And none of them are you. Hello. All the people, Abby, Peony, and KJ. Welcome back to the stream, to the postcard stream. Where did I put my list of people I need to draw postcards for? I said, I am such a disaster. List. Where do you go? List? But it was literally just here.
I feel like you put it farther afield.
Probably did. But where?
Stand up and look around here. I don't even know what your list looks like.
It's a little notepad.
Is it a sheet of paper?
No. I'm a professional. Oh, it's on the ground. There it is. Obviously, it's on the floor. Very professional around here, everyone. All right, we're snuggled back in. So, wait for a few more people to show up, and then we can decide like what theme we want to have, because I meant to put up a poll and then I never got around to it, and then it was 7 o'clock at night. So, but I'll go over the ones that we might want to do pretty shortly here. Just give a few more people a chance to trickle in. How's everybody's Saturday night? Right? It's Saturday, isn't it? All the days blend together. I think it's
Saturday night, I want to party. Got some
Saturday night's all right for fighting. Saturday night's all right, all right, all right. Writing a paper on 1001 Nights that's due at midnight. Yes, I have procrastinated. Obviously, that's how my Saturday night is going. Sounds pretty standard Saturday night vibes there. If you're not procrastinating on something, what is even the point? No idea what day it is, says KJ. Yeah, same. Not having a 9 to 5 does do that. It messes, because like I just like, I mean, I was working on the house today. I was wearing my paint shirt up until a few minutes ago. So like every day is kind of the same. So I don't know what day it is. I actually had the evening off from work for once. Ooh, yay! 6 people. Hot damn, now we're cooking with gas. Hello. The anarchy. Somebody requested that Adam be here, so he's going to join us and hang out for the stream. We've only got 6 people to make postcards for tonight. So that's a manageable number, which is good because my March is crazy. So it's good that we have a small number of people to make postcards for tonight. You know, this didn't ask me to give this stream a thumbnail, or maybe I missed it. I wonder what the thumbnail is for this stream. What's the thumbnail for this stream? Anybody who can like see it from the outside? Usually it's like take a picture or choose a picture, and it didn't seem like it asked me to do that this time, so we'll find out. The 6 crows from 6 of Crows as crows. They all just look like regular birds. Like that's what I'm picturing. It's just 6 crows, and it's like nobody knows that that's what that's a reference to. It's just 6 crows. It's my channel banner. Interesting. I wonder if that does that now. If that's like a normal thing. Do you guys watch other people's streams? Like, does it do that to theirs? I'm sure I'll be able to choose. Like once I finish the stream, I'll be able to like choose. And I mean, maybe I can choose now. I just want to fuck anything up. Don't want to fuck anything up, so I won't touch anything. No. With the 6 of crows thing, no. We're not going to give people any hints. There's no cane. There's no knives. It's just 6 crows. Figure it out. Or if a real fan would figure it out.
You taunting them.
Yes, I am taunting them.
Horrible person.
I am a horrible person. That is correct.
Villain. A cad.
I am a villain and a cad.
I'm not a cat, just a cur.
I'm not a cur.
You're a cur.
Nuh-uh. I may be feral, but I'm not a cur. 8 people. See if we can maybe get to 10, and then we'll start picking out which type of postcards we are doing today. Got some ideas. Meant to put up a poll. Didn't actually get around to putting up a poll.
Good job.
Yep. If there was just 6 crows on a postcard, they would get it. But each of them was only on one. I don't know if they get it. Yeah, no, it would have to be like 6 crows on a postcard. All of them together. The room seems comfortable. It is. This is my living room.
It's in pieces.
Yeah, everything is in pieces right now. The house looks like a fucking explosion went off in here. Like the kitchen has no floor. Only half the walls are painted because I need to do some stuff to the bottom of them. So like the top half is painted so that all I have to do is paint the bottom when I'm finished like repairing the bottom part. It's insane. And like the living room is not done. There's kitchen stuff over there. This is not going to be the permanent couch. It's just like, yeah. And I have until, I have 2 more weeks to get everything done because we're having a big tabletop RP weekend here. So we need, like, a real kitchen with a floor for company. Yeah, so I have not picked a theme for the cards yet. We're going to see if we can get 10 people in here. Or we get to 10 minutes, whichever happens first. And then I've got some themes written down that struck my fancy from when I posted about it earlier on the channel.
Robots.
No, not killer robots. And I'm going to pick and then we can pick from this list of potential ideas.
Trucks.
Yeah.
Transformers.
I mean, just that could be the struggle stream where I just try to draw trucks the entire time. It would be pretty hilarious because they would look like a child drew trucks. Ed, why don't you draw us some killer robots, huh? Let's see your drawing skills.
I am not the owner of this stream.
I don't know. Everybody was like, well, not everybody. One person was like, is Adam going to be there tonight? So here he is. Do you want it to be on screen?
No, you didn't set it up for me to be visible.
Well, no, do you want the people to see you?
You can't. You didn't set me up.
No, stop hitting buttons.
You want me on the stream, you gotta set it up so I can actually fit on the couch. You didn't set me up again.
I want to have arm space so that I can do my crazy arm motions while I draw. What was the idea that you like firelight? Not saying I'll do it, just asking.
I have to create a channel to join the chat?
What? No, you should.
This is a different account because I couldn't find the first account's password.
That's really dumb and weird. Puns based on book titles. I don't know how I would draw that. I mean, other than the 6 of crows ones, which is just 6 crows, but
no, I guess I don't get to type in the chat today.
Oh, well, that's okay, Adam. You'll just have to watch the chat and see how bad my lag is. Okay, so we've reached the 10-minute mark, and we've got 9 people, so that's close enough. So the ideas that I liked from the post that I put up earlier, we've got mixed up mythical creatures. So like one mythical creature mixed with another mythical creature.
Oh, like the Pokemon mixer.
Yeah. Book characters as animals, so anthropomorphic book characters. So, like, I don't know, Bilbo Baggins, but he's a goat or something. Same vibe, but with fairy tales, so anthropomorphic fairy tales. Just Star Wars, because The Mandalorian is hot right now, but Star Wars kind of often involves drawing like sci-fi things, and I'm not super good at that. So
Imperial Star Destroyer.
Yeah, and then
They're just
tarot.
triangles.
And then, yeah, it's just triangles. And then tarot was the last one. Just like pick a tarot card and I'll do it with an animal or something.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure my chat.
So, all right, to remind us of our options, mixed mythical creatures, book characters as animals, fairy tale characters as animals, Star Wars, or tarot cards.
Abby wants anthropomorphic characters, but only ferrets.
Could do that, but let's start with the baseline. What are we picking for the baseline, and then we can make modifications
I want to mix
ferrets.
fantasy creatures with Pokemons.
I mean, the Pokemon kind of already does that. To be honest with you.
Creature.
Just let the chat catch up.
Can you pass me a phone cord?
A phone cord? Maybe. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Ben, I'm going to be going out of frame. I'll be back.
Run away.
I'm back. How are we doing with the vote?
Anthropomorphized is the most popular.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people shorten it to anthro.
I don't like short.
I don't know about tarot, so I wouldn't know what to suggest. Could learn about tarot as we go. So I suppose I should probably like make tallies or something. Adam, don't play any copyrighted music, Adam. I'm gonna get my stream struck. Okay. Making tallies now. All right. So we've got looks like 4 votes. Adam has entered the chat clumsily. Just giving a chance in case anybody else wants to weigh in. Otherwise, it looks like book characters as animals is winning. So, if anyone else has any more thoughts, but then we will decide. Because I got to get drawing.
Yes, you do.
Get out my postcards while we wait. We're just trying to do homework to this stream. They're like, oh my God, I do not want to comment on your stream, lady. What do you want, Adam? What's your vote?
I want anthropomorphized. No, I don't want anthropomorphized. I want mixed mythological creatures.
Okay, that's 1 vote for mixed mythological creatures.
And as I'm the one that can sneak up on you midstream with a machete, my voice carries the most weight.
Is that likely to happen? Suddenly Adam just rises up behind the couch with a machete.
Far more likely for me to do it than anyone else in this chat.
I hope so. All right. Well, all right. I was going to wait till the 15-minute mark. We've gotten there. We're doing book characters as animals. So anthropomorphic book characters. Adam, book character.
Are we doing yearbooks or book books?
Any And my books are books. Thank you very much.
I know, but I mean like public books, because like I could go with Anders.
Yes, you could not, though. Published books only. My published books or any book.
You're so picky.
They're making fun of you. Good. Defend my honor, chat.
Hey, yeah, but see, that's that. Like, you don't consider Anders a book.
Well, he is published on Wattpad, but also he's a demon, so like making him be an animal is a little bit harder.
You could be a badger.
You could be a badger. Adam, book character. Start me off.
Okay, so I gave you Anders, and you
I
don't
was
like
I was
that,
expecting
so-
somebody from Wheel of Time, to be honest with you.
I mean, if you want, we could do Matt from Calhoun.
He would make a good ferret. I could do him as a ferret. What does he does he have a hat? He has a hat, right?
He has a hat.
Okay.
And a neck scarf.
Rather famously has a hat, a scarf.
Neck scarf.
Oh, scar.
That
Okay.
is hot hidden by their scarf.
Okay. What kind of hat does he have?
It's a big black floppy hat, but I think the book cover coloration of his hats aren't the same as like the description of his hats, but it is a big floppy hat, I think.
Floppy like a Jane hat?
Mm-mm. That is not floppy. That is form fitting.
So like a
wide brimmed.
Okay, so like a sun hat.
Yes, it's a sun. He bought it to keep the sun off his neck. It is a suboptimal sun hat, but it is his attempt at a sun hat.
All right, so we are drawing Matt from the Wheel of Time as a ferret. What are they saying?
KJ wants to see Batman's the Penguin as a penguin. Mobster penguin. Mobs Quinn.
I need to really channel Matt's personality here. Oh my gosh, this eraser sucks. I need a new postcard. The eraser was like, no. I needed to. Hang on. I've got another eraser around here somewhere.
And we get to see Julian's lap.
Yep. Did you enjoy your time with my lap? That's all you get. This is not an OnlyFans.
I think comic book characters would count. KJ is asking because they're not sure if the penguin from Batman.
I don't know like anything about the penguin from Batman, but if you give me some details about what would make him like, if you looked at that penguin, how would you know it was the penguin? Does that make sense? Trying to channel very sassy ferret face. So Moraine the ferret as Matt the ferret. By the way, in the kitchen, I have done little ferrets dancing over the top of one of our windows. Because when you own the house, you can paint it however you want. And if you want to put little ferrets like dancing over your window, you can do that. And one of my bathroom upstairs, the theme is cats, and there's just little painted cats in various places.
Firelight and KJ are trying to chime in to help you draw Penguin the Penguin.
Okay.
But they're really just giving you garb. What would the Penguin the Penguin wear? And Penguin the Penguin has an eyeglass monocle.
Okay.
A top hat. An umbrella cane. Suit vest, maybe. Definitely has like coattails. But I mean, like, that's just garb. That's not the personality of the penguin.
Trying to draw this hat. I don't really know what it should look like.
You should also have a pie.
The penguin should have a pie?
No. Matt
should have a pie. Like a
He's a renowned pie thief in the Two Rivers.
Okay.
Where he started his crimes. Life of crime.
His life of crime started out stealing pies. I'm going to put a little feather in his hat because it feels like he would have one for sure. Does he have a signature weapon?
The Ashendari, or daggers.
Okay.
The Ashendari is it's not kind of like a naginata.
Oh yeah, I saw that on one of the covers. Yeah, I was going to ask if he was the one with the like naginata weapon.
If the chat does not know, Wheel of Time is most likely my favoriteest book series ever, and Julian has gotten sick to death of me listening to them on audiobook, but Matrim Calvin is like one of the few characters she knows, other than Pips, who is her favorite character.
10 out of 10, Pip's best character. I know actually a lot of characters, thank you very much. I just don't know exactly what their like physical attributes are.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Matt is the rogue of the party.
Indeed.
Drawing him a little bit more slowly because I want to really like feel out the character.
Yes, Firelight. Pips is the horse.
Pips is the horse, yes. You know my favorite character is going to be the horse. And then, liking Bella, like that's so cliche. Everybody likes Bella, the horse. But Pips, no. And like it helps that I personally knew a horse that I picture is what Pips looks like. And like I don't think it's anything like the description though. I just like picked a horse that I'm like, that one's Pips in real life.
Firelight claims that is the end of their knowledge of the Wheel of Time, but they might recognize some of our pet names about the place.
Yeah.
Our most recent addition to the family is Eldib, our horse. Perhaps you recognize Eldib's
his horse.
name.
It's not our horse. That's his horse.
If Eldib does not ring a bell, there is a character who is related to Eldib, who is one of our most recent ferrets, who is Moraine, the ferret.
Moraine, who likes knives and tools and really anything dangerous. Like, I cannot leave my tool bag out or she will raid it. Her favorite currently is a pair of pliers with blue handle. She really likes the pliers with the blue handle.
Likes the mouth feel of that blue handle.
Yep, those are the best. Those are the best pliers for chewing on the handle of, and of course, just hiding in general, stashing those away.
KJ laments they have yet to read the Wheel of Time, sadly, and
I'd say there's still time, but those books there's so many.
My suggestion to Julian is that they are likely to enjoy the first book, The Eye of the World, the most, and then maybe the second book. And then after that, I think Julian would probably not enjoy much of the rest of the series. Maybe the prequel, New Spring. And I'm assuming, as you are a fan of Julian's channel, that you have somewhat similar reading taste. So that would probably be the don't go into the Wheel of Time expecting to read the 13-book series. Go into the Wheel of Time and be like, you know what, I'm going to read the first book and maybe the second. And, you know, if I enjoy them, hey, I'll take a walk away and be happy.
I was watching some YouTuber that had been trying to read the Wheel of Time, and they were like... They got to several books in and they were like, this is ridiculous. I'm not doing this anymore.
Mildly ridiculous. It's kind of like I would not recommend it to anyone to watch Naruto or like any of those animes that are forever either. Firelight is intrigued by our animals liking tools and weapons, and they actually saw a kitty on Instagram the other day that had a special hammer to snuggle with.
That would be Moraine. That would be Moraine the ferret. She would 100% have. She likes to stash. She stashed knives before. Just, she would be snuggling up to an X-Acto knife. Every ferret has something they like to collect, but for most ferrets, it's like toys or like Lan. I caught him with a piece of foam, which he managed to drag all the way. We have a pet gate in front of their ferret room, and when they're out, we have a door and a pet gate. When they're out, the door is open, but the pet gate is still up. And he dragged a piece of foam over the pet gate and into the room. I had to take it from him after that because he shouldn't have like foam to chew on, but he was pretty upset with me for that.
So KJ mentions they appreciate my advice on the Wheel of Time and just thinking about enjoying the first 2 books and being done with it. But they did manage to snag 8 books of the series from the bookstore when closing.
Nice. All right, Adam, before I show everyone, does Matt need anything else?
So what that is that the missing one? Is that the empty one?
The empty what?
He's missing an eye.
No, he's not. He's just winking.
Okay, so
he's winking.
Oh, that's how the angle. Okay.
Yeah.
Ideally, Matt would picture himself as quite the ladies' man, so he would expect there to be a lady on his arm.
Oh no, that's what the wink is for. He's winking because he's flirting. That's what the wink is about. He's flirting with us, Adam.
Ah, I see.
All right, is he missing anything else though?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, here we go. We have Matt the ferret. Oh, can you see it? They got a ring light right behind.
Yeah. Sometimes they
there's
can
this
see
little
it,
there's this dumb little face. There you go. I'll lean him forward a little bit. There. He's got a pie. He's got a dagger. He's got a hat. Matt the ferret. I don't know if any of the patrons who are getting these cards will have any idea who that is. I might write these characters like names on them so that people know. Okay, so is the consensus that we want to draw the penguin as a penguin next?
No, we'll give people a vote. There was that KJ is quite a fan of Penguin as the Penguin. No one else has given us any suggestions at the moment.
Okay. Saturday night must be a bad time to stream because we only got 8 people on, and I know I announced this.
Wasn't that the one? Didn't we do Saturday night last time?
I can't remember what my birthday stream was.
We should look that up.
June. Ooh, you're brave. I could not. Matt the ferret reminds me. I mean, it's same vibes. Same vibes.
Yeah, very much the Robin Hood fox.
Same vibes with that man.
We have a second one to compete with Penguin as a penguin, Katniss as a cat.
Ooh, I kind of like that one. So Penguin as a penguin is not off the table, but Katniss as a cat I think is going to be next.
Feel free. I will make sure to badger Julian with your suggestions. So feel free to throw more book characters to be anthropomorphized.
Yes, Adam is watching the chat. Actually, though, could you sharpen my pencil for me? Please.
No, I don't know where the sharpener is.
It's over there where you always complain about it being because it doesn't have a home yet because the living room's a mess.
Shouldn't it go in your workspacey area?
No, because I never sharpen pencils there.
No idea.
That's probably plenty.
It makes noise long before it's actually sharpened.
Ooh, nice and sharp. Okay, Katniss cat. Here we go. Should I give her the braid? I feel like she has to have it. I usually don't do hair on my anthropomorphic animals, but I feel like she might have to have her braid.
She could have her tail as a braid.
Her braided tail.
I'm gonna go a little bit back in the chat, and Abby inquires, "What are everyone's thoughts on the Wheel of Time show? They couldn't even finish episode 2."
Ooh.
And I think the Margaret chimes in that they liked the show, but did not like the book, but enjoyed the shows. And myself, I may very well have forced myself to enjoy the show because I'm desperate to have the series reimagined, and it is 10,000% better than I don't remember the name now. It's a series of books that Dart really liked.
Is it?
No. Oh, I might need to Google this now.
I also actually liked the show as a non-fan of the book. I didn't think it was like an amazing, like, oh my gosh, I love this show, but I enjoyed it. Maybe that's because of Lan. The person playing Lan, he's very pretty to look at. would look at, and the person playing Logain. If you haven't gotten to Logain yet, keep watching the show, because my goodness, very, very pretty men to look at in that show. But I liked it as a fantasy show, and like knowing a little bit about it, I liked it.
So there's a book series, both the Shannara series is like a flop and failed, and there's another one that's like this Empire one, and he's like the POC traditional hero's journey character is like the son of the bloodline. He's like an heir of the Empire, and he takes over the evil Empire, and there's like S&M bondage witches at some point that take advantage of him. And they converted that into a television series, which was also horrible. So at least, like, this is a quality standalone television series that does keep the heart of the story and the heart of the characters. And I'm probably one of the YouTube personalities I watch is Lesbian Nerdy. And
Lesbian Nerdy is great.
Her favorite character is Nynaeve, and she is head over heels with how Nynaeve is portrayed in the show. And so I'm kind of like her, like, giddy schoolgirl squeeze of delight over seeing her favorite character built, personified better than she would have imagined her, kind of drags me along, and I can't help but enjoy what I'm watching as well. But a lot of it is with the Emmons Fields Fives capturing the heart of their characters, not necessarily recapturing the story from the books.
Yeah. I hear that there's going to be a time jump for season 2, probably to deal with the Matt situation.
I mean, there's many of the books have a time jump between the books, and then some of the books take place on yesterday of the previous book. So,
and some of the books take place on the same day.
Yeah, Firelight saw some of the people who read a lot of the books but did not like the show, but they didn't watch the vid.
I know there was somebody who was like, I follow on Twitter, who was reading the books, and then the show came out like while they were reading the books, and they like hated the show because they were really into the books. And the show is different from the books. It's not super book loyal, which doesn't bother me because I don't really care about the books. But it also didn't bother Adam because he knew it was going to be an adaptation.
And he can't, like, The Hobbit was split into 3 movies, and
that I'm mad about.
And the shortest book in the Wheel of Time is infinitely, I shouldn't say infinitely, but significantly longer than The Hobbit. You are like, you cannot fit the Wheel of Time in a word for word adaptation into anything on screen.
I'm just hopeful that it gets at least a few seasons, because like there's no way that, like, even I know about those books. Like, there's no way you can come close to touching like the overall big storyline with only like 2 seasons. So of course people are going to leave feeling disappointed with a bad taste in their mouth because it gets canceled early, and then it's a crappy show because it's a big book series. Now, granted, some of those books take place over the space of like a day, but
yeah. Definitely room for consolidation. What it needs, wouldn't work either.
No.
I was gonna say, like, basically, it needs a whole world's worth of material. It just needs a role-playing game or system. I was gonna say that it needs a Critical Role series, but Critical Role wouldn't be able to do the full depth either.
There is a role-playing game, though.
There is a role-playing source book for a earlier edition of D&D, but there is not a role-playing game.
I thought that it had its own role-playing game.
Nope.
Anybody else watch the Willow show? Anybody, especially if you are a fan of the original Willow movie?
Julian wants that show to get more love and support. So they are.
It's gay. Like it's on Disney and it's gay. Like not even gay baiting or whatever. Not even queer baiting. It's canonically gay. So like the queers, we need to get on this, man. We need to. I'm like, where are all the gays? This is what we've been waiting for.
So how many things do you got to draw?
I have to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 things, and I've just finished Katniss Everdeen the cat.
6 total. So we've got 4 more that need suggestions. If we grab the penguin, that's still 3 more suggestions. So people, feel free. Pretty much everyone who is watching can get their own suggestion in here.
All right. Katniss. Ooh, I gotta lean it right. Katniss the cat. I'm leaning it forward so it looks a little bit weird.
Wobble it. There you go.
There she is. She's got the bow. Oh, she needs a quiver of arrows. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm not done. She needs a quiver of arrows.
KJ, who mentions they are notoriously 2 to 3 years behind on TV and movies, and so they have not seen Willow yet, but definitely make the effort to support the story. It's a fun little story. It's campy. It really very much embodies 90s.
It is so
films.
like tonally on like par with the original movie, which is what I love because so much fantasy right now is just so friggin' serious. It's just taking itself so seriously, and the Willow show is like, no, we are campy, we are goofy, we are making jokes. Did your stream freeze, or am I like really, really behind?
My stream did not freeze. You are still drawing on mine, though.
Yeah, wow.
This is probably
okay. I was like, his stream was like way behind. I was like, how much lag have we got here? Okay, I gave Katniss a quiver of arrows. It's okay. Nobody panic. She has a quiver of arrows now. Katniss the cat. There she is. With her berries and her bow. And now a quiver of arrows. All right, so we have how many more to draw?
4 more to draw with only 1 suggestion so far, which is...
If y'all aren't careful, Adam's going to have to come up with more suggestions, and I don't know if anybody wants that. All right, so penguin as a penguin.
We do have penguin as a penguin is likely to be next, but we are getting a couple other suggestions. Willow as a mouse. Gandalf as a basset hound.
Samwise is a corgi. Oh my gosh, he is such a corgi. Okay, but I got to do penguin as a penguin, so let's do that.
Keep throwing suggestions in here, and we can debate the best. I think Peony may have a winner with Samwise as a corgi, but we've got other solid options at the moment.
All right, Adam, remind me what the details were that people added for this penguin as a penguin.
Alligator shoes.
He's a penguin. He doesn't wear shoes.
I was wondering if I could fool you.
I'm assuming he's got a cigar. I seem to remember him having a cigar.
I'm just finding where we talked about the penguin. All right. A monocle, a top hat, an umbrella cane, maybe a suit vest, suit jacket with tails would be a thing.
Somebody correct me about the cigar, because I feel like he's got a cigar. So monocle, check. What was the other things?
Top hat.
Top hat, okay. I'm on his head, so I'm like...
KJ is confirming cigar in their opinion.
Okay.
But Firelight hasn't seen them with a cigar. I think we
the only time I've seen the penguin is in the movie.
The Tim Burton movie has penguin with a cigar, or at least a one of those cigarette holders that the femme fatales use.
It's a cigarillo holder, whatever it is.
Yeah, Firelight's thinking maybe they saw him with one in the Tim Burton one.
That's the only version of the penguin I've ever seen. I do not read like comics, so okay. So you're thinking about suit.
Umbrella cane.
Yeah, he's got working on the umbrella cane here.
Does he have fish-themed weapons sometimes? I'm not sure.
Penguin, penguin. I can draw a penguin. Sure.
Or can you?
We're finding out. I think it's mostly penguin shaped, right? Right? It looks like a penguin.
I mean, the bill is a little bit more of a duck bill, but I don't.
What do penguin beaks look like?
It depends on the penguin. I think he models himself more off of the Empire penguin.
The Emperor penguin.
But the movies use others because they are easier to use.
Emperor penguins are big.
Yeah.
Let me just like look up penguin bills. Penguins. Let's see some penguins. Okay, yeah, it's a little different. A little bit like hooked. Looks a little bit more penguin-like, yeah? More penguin-y?
Yes, that is more penguin. All right.
How's the chat doing, Adam? I'm just sketching away here.
We are lagging a little bit, but people are probably working on their own things. Abby mentions the image of Sherlock as a duck just entered their thoughts, and they can't get him
Sherlock
out.
as a duck. What kind of duck?
And which Sherlock are you thinking of as well, Abby?
Well, they did say Sherlock, not Sherlock Holmes, so I'm thinking probably BBC Sherlock, but... All right, so we still need the suit for the penguin here.
Firelight is a fan of Duck Sherlock. But again, we need which Sherlock and which duck.
Yeah. There's a lot of variety in ducks out there.
And Sherlock.
Yeah, that too.
Right, we could do Howard the Duck.
No.
Abby is suggesting to picture the classic tweed jacket and pipe for your penguin.
He's got a cigar. He does have a jacket. Could be tweed, but it's probably not. It's more of a suit coat. All right, and he needs a cane. What was the cane? Or no, an umbrella. He needs an umbrella.
And Firelight is encouraging the BBC Sherlock. Abby is upset at me, though. They want me to keep my Howard the Duck out of this wholesome stream.
Thank you. This is a good way to make sure that nobody invites you back, Adam.
I hear he's going to join the MCU soon.
Soon? Really? We keep hearing rumors, and I don't know if that's actually ever going to happen.
He technically had a cameo already.
He did. Is there anything else that my penguin needs, Adam?
The still beating heart of Batman.
No, he's not that kind of villain. I don't think he's ever been that successful.
Firelight enjoyed the Ducks cameo and is hopeful that in Guardians 3 they will reappear. Abby, however, will start riots if
That's
Howard
fair.
reappears.
That's fair. I don't know. You can't mess up worse than the Howard the Duck movie from was it the 80s?
Oh, that wasn't messed up. That was a classic.
Oh
man.
my god. I don't know this man. He just wandered into my house. All right, here we go. Penguin as a penguin. I gave him the cigar. He looks like a gentleman. Anybody who doesn't know that he's the penguin as a penguin will just think that he's a penguiny gentleman.
Aha! I have found. My phone is not loading.
I need to distract
Here
my
we go.
pencil again.
That is the duck you will do.
No, I will not. He just showed me a picture of a baby duck with Nicolas Cage's head on it, and that is not. I have trauma now, so.
Yeah, most of the duck images are.
Adam, sharpen my pencil.
Well, look at duck images.
Look at. I don't know what. Nobody told me what kind of duck.
Well, yeah.
Is it a wood duck? Is it a? That's the only kind of duck I know. Is it a rubber duck? That's a.
Don't put it behind your ear.
No, that's the two kind of ducks I know: wood duck and rubber duck. I'm a country girl. You'd think I'd know more kinds of duck.
I personally think Sherlock would be more of a loon, and Watson would be more of a duck.
I don't even know if Sherlock would be a bird. Like, if I had to pick an animal for Sherlock, BBC Sherlock, I don't know what it would be, but it wouldn't be a bird. He also kind of gives off ferret vibes, to be honest with you. Like, always doing his own thing, will bite you, hates wearing clothes.
Sherlock is a rubber duck, and Watson is a wood duck. KJ enjoys the idea of Sherlock as a rubber duck.
He's definitely a ferret. Yeah, he is.
Everyone is also brain farting on.
Oh, yeah, there is the Sherlock the Otter and Watson as a hedgehog. That was very popular for a long time. I could see Otter, but, like, he's not friendly enough. Like, otters, they're friendly. They want to be around you. They want to be in your business. And he's just like, no, go away from me. Leave me alone.
No, if your business is interesting, he wants to be in your business.
True. He will break your possessions. All right, so what are we drawing? What are we drawing here, people?
Well, I think the most popular one was Sam Gamgee as a corgi.
I'll take your word for it that was the most popular because that sounds really fun to draw.
Firelight is wanting Swan for Sherlock, but I don't know if the Abby is also complaining, like, what friendly otters have you met?
At the zoo. We don't have otters around here, and that's really sad. We have
Muskrats?
Muskrats, yes, that was the word I was looking for. But we're just in the wrong place for otters.
I think the chat is a fan of getting the Sherlock duck out of Abby's head, but we're not on a consensus of what form that Sherlock would really take. Some people are now suggesting swans and or Canadian geese.
I could see him as a goose. Personality-wise.
Mm-hmm.
He's just here to ruin your day. Although, again, he still gives off, like, ferret vibes, though, because, like, ferrets are always, like, ferrets would solve crimes. I mean, they would also cause the crimes, but the ferrets are 100% always look like they are in the middle of dealing with something. I've never, like, whenever ferrets go somewhere, even if it's someplace they've been 1,000 times, they just, like, with their little short legs, they're like, they look like they just are on their way to the store. You know, they're like business, which is why a group of ferrets is called a business. They're always on the way to crime usually, but they don't dilly-dally, they don't mosey. They're always marching.
Firelight doesn't necessarily want you to draw Sherlock as a swan, but it is their opinion that Sherlock would, if they were a verb, they would be a swan.
Mm.
But he admits they are, or Firelight does admit Sherlock is funnier as a duck.
I don't know as if I could draw a very good duck that was also obviously Sherlock, but if that is the consensus, I will try.
Sherlock as a husky, because huskies are extra.
They are very extra. Huskies like freak me out. It's their eyes, man. They always have the pale eyes and they stare into your soul, and I'm like, stop. Sam the corgi. His little tail. I like drawing anthropomorphic animals because I grew up reading Redwall, and so I kind of like started out drawing a lot of anthropomorphic animals. I've always kind of wanted to write an anthropomorphic animal book, but I'm afraid no one will take me seriously. I'm like, yeah, my book's got critters in it and they're wearing clothes.
Well, if you get into the smut scene, I think you will do fine with that idea.
No animal smut, Adam.
It was more of a furry comment but yes.
Yeah, I know. I'll have the furries. Could really make a lot of money if I could like draw smut because the furries would be like, yes.
What was the last one? KJ is on board with the no furry smut option. Ooh, let me see.
If I could write smut and if I could draw smut, I would be like set. I just all this talent wasted on somebody who doesn't write or draw or anything smut.
Firelight also would like to do animal fiction, but it doesn't really fit into their other work.
Who cares? That's what I say. Doesn't really fit into my other work either, but also I don't want people to think it's for little kids because I wouldn't write it for little kids. I don't write stuff for little kids. I don't write middle grade or younger. It would be like a YA or adult level book, but the main characters are cute animals.
KJ has also suggested Scarecrow Wizard of Oz. They were thinking Scarecrow's Wizard of Oz as a husky because some people without brains do an awful lot of talking.
Huskies do a lot of talking.
All right, chat. Which one are we going to draw next? I think I have summarized all of the options. Go ahead and do your vote. I'll let you vote for two, and I'll tally the highest two totals. We have S for Sherlock, which we will have to have a secondary vote if Sherlock wins. So what animal is he? G for Gandalf, who is a basset hound. W for Willow, who is a mouse. Or OZ for the Scarecrow from Oz, as they are, and they would be a husky. Abby has a suggestion if Sherlock wins to do the classic literary Sherlock as a platypus.
A platypus, huh?
They have those venomous spurs.
They're a marsupial, aren't they? I'm thinking Sherlock Holmes is a marsupial.
Platypi are all sorts of things. And yes, as KJ says, platypi make no sense as an animal.
No, they're not a marsupial. They lay eggs.
They lay eggs, but they have a pouch and they have mammary glands. Like KJ said, they make no sense as an animal. They fit into none of our category.
They are probably just aliens. Aliens have come to visit us. They are platypuses.
Abby agrees. Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Or KJ quotes Dogma, proof that God has a sense of humor.
Okay, I think we are done with Sam the Corgi. Here he is. Here he is.
What's he making?
Taters, precious. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. How dare you even ask?
I would say your comment, Peony, but I cannot do a Doofenshmirtz voice. I apologize.
Mm-mm. Will you sharpen my pencil one last time, Adam?
I doubt this is one last.
Well, this
time.
is my last one, right?
No, you had 6 things to do.
Did I?
Yeah, you only done 3.
No, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the 4th one, actually. I've got 2 more to do.
You got 2 more to do.
All right, then I may have lied. Okay, what am I doing, Adam?
We have a vote going in the chat, but only 2 people voted. So at the moment, it's leaning towards Sherlock because that vote came in first, and people have still been talking about Sherlock. So come on. If you prefer Scarecrow from Oz, Sherlock, or Gandalf as a
Basset Hound?
Basset Hound, all you got to do is vote one more vote out there, and we will go that route. You can control Julian's fate.
It's true.
Hairless cat as Golem. That is a good suggestion. We're doing a Lord of the Rings theme.
Yeah, we got definitely getting loaded. We got a request for Gandalf. We got a request for cat as Gollum.
All right. So Abby has also come forward. So we're doing Sherlock.
All right. What kind?
I'm assuming it is going to be the BBC Sherlock. That is who's been mentioned the most.
All right,
except
BBC
for
Sherlock.
The original Sherlock as a platypus, but I get the vibes you're not feeling a platypus tonight.
No.
All right, so
BBC Sherlock is the most popular. What do we got?
So what animal are we doing for BBC Sherlock?
Will he be a duck? Will he be an otter, which is always a classic? Will he be a ferret? What do we got? I know there's only 9 of you, but come on, I need you. It's taking way longer than my usual streams because I am drawing so slow.
Lower options. Otter,
Duck,
duck,
ferret.
swan,
I'm not doing a swan.
goose.
It seems like duck is winning.
Is probably winning. We'll
All right, I'm gonna
30 seconds more.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a image search for duck and just pick a duck. Rubber ducks. Oh, a little pekin duck. Look at these little pekin duck. They're so cute and small.
Which one is that? I don't.
The little white one with the short neck.
That does not look little to me.
It's teeny.
Okay. Duck has won. Continue to.
Let me get a peek. He's gonna be a pekin duck. No, I think that's the wrong kind of duck. I think that duck was mislabeled. What are the little bitty ones? Cute little ones. What are you called? What are you called, tiny duck?
I am on board with this Peony. I'll do what arm twisting I can, but Peony would like Watson to be a little duckling following after.
Watson would never. How dare you insult Watson that way? He is not a little duckling following after.
Oh.
All right. How do I get like Sherlock, BBC Sherlock, into duck form? Aside from just like the outfit, he just does not seem like a duck to me.
Well, the goal of this is to get it out of Abby's head.
I hope that I can excise your demons, Abby, if you're still in the chat.
Hopefully excise Abby's demons so they can be more productive and focus on that paper that's due in 4 hours. Goodness, we are at least making them laugh.
Good.
So KJ wants the deerstalker hat draped in an oversized coat with a popped collar.
And the scarf. You gotta have the scarf.
Firelight suggests Watson could be a groundhog following after. Yeah, Brianna mentioned scarf, curly mop of hair.
There are some ducks that have like feathers like hair. He can't be smiling.
So what is the paper that Abby is working on? Perhaps someone in the chat has written one about the topic already. We can just pass it on and help you out.
Because ducks already walk on 2 legs, it's harder to anthropomorphize them. Ducks and all birds, they're harder to anthropomorphize.
I mean, you could make them stand upright and have all 4 limbs and just be duck, like have a large breast that struts out in front of them.
True,
I mean,
that's a different angle, but I think I might go with that.
Because that's definitely like more of a Sherlock.
I'm
vibe,
abandoning my
just
first duck.
leading with their duck breast forward. Ooh, I like Abby's paper topic, power dynamics in the 1001 Nights. Ooh.
Interesting. What class is that for?
I feel like it's like for a PhD or something, but probably not. But it's definitely an impressive sounding one.
It definitely is.
Squizzy. Not PhD, but master's program, and it's literally killing them.
So I hear.
Uh,
Academics do be like that, apparently.
Ooh. Firelight may have a new suggestion that wins out for the last postcard.
Ooh.
Mr. DRC as a pug.
Mr. Darcy as a pug. But pugs are so friendly. A pug would 100% dance with you. Pug would ever be like, I find you barely tolerable.
But we know he was lying.
Not at first he wasn't. I still don't quite, what am I doing with his hands? Like...
So his arms are very militant, like duck feather wings, and his fingers are feather tips.
Yeah, that I've got. Like, what is he doing with his hands? What's he holding? He's standing with his arms down. Like, what is...
What is the drug the BBC Sherlock does?
Nicotine?
Was it nicotine?
He has nicotine patches. I think he does drugs like later in like later episodes, but at first it was the like his drug of choice for a while was that was a joke. It was nicotine, but then they ruined it, in my opinion.
We do have the KJ was trying to come up with an animal suggestion for Voldemort, but could only come up with a goat, so they're kind of out of suggestions. We could do Voldemort as a naked mole rat.
Yeah, but I don't want to draw any Harry Potter characters.
Good point. Howl from Howl's Moving Castle as a husky.
Because he was a husky. You got a lot of huskies going on. Is it all the same person?
No, people are going back and forth. KJ, Firelight, and Abby are the most suggestive.
Suggestive. Call my chat suggestive.
They're giving you suggestions.
I feel like I'm drawing very slowly tonight, but then again, a lot of these are a little bit more complicated than what I usually do for these streams, which is fine, but it does mean I draw slower. I'm gonna have to put like the characters' names on these postcards so people know who the fuck they're supposed to be.
Give them a deer stalker, oh hell.
Yeah, but BBC Sherlock doesn't wear a deer stalker. He gets it in one episode. He declares it a silly hat, and he never wears it again.
But he does wear one. Oh, your scarf hid the popped collar. That's part of it.
Yeah, because you gotta have the scarf. I suppose I could change the collar. Try and give him a popped collar and a scarf. Accentuate the collar rather than the scarf. If I can do a popped collar. Do I know how to draw one of those? Maybe I don't. I don't know what that looks like, a popped collar. Just making it worse. You're making it worse. Kind of looks like a popped collar, I guess. Sherlock is just not meant to be a duck. Like, I'm butting up against this real hard, y'all. Like, he's not a duck. Important lesson I'm learning today. BBC is Sherlock, not a duck.
Poor Firelight. The final season of Sherlock went full bonkers terrible, and they're still salty.
Oh, yeah. No, I had a whole group of friends, including my mother and my sister. We called ourselves the Sherlockians. We got together to watch the new episodes as they came out. We were there when the old magic was written. You know, and you know how all the hiatuses were. So, like, it was forever until the next episode would show up. And so you're like, yes. And you're just slowly watching the show deteriorate and deteriorate. Like, no, he's too... What did you do about his feet? He's too long-legged and lanky to be ducky. Like I said.
Should have, like, keep the top half and then put the bottom of him as, like, a boat duck and just in the water.
It's too late. I'm drawing feet now. Yeah, he's all right. Important lesson that we've all learned here tonight. BBC Sherlock, not a duck. Does not work.
Yeah, Firelight commiserates because they were in the same boat, started watching when Season 2 had just came out. KJ also was made angry by the last season.
I have not even rewatched the last season since it came out. Like I've rewatched the other seasons, but not. I should rewatch it just to see if it's like as bad as I remember. Because sometimes it's not as bad as I remember. Then sometimes it is. Like I tried to rewatch the one new Star Trek movie, the Wrath of Khan one. I forget what it's called. I was like, maybe it's not so bad. I mean, it's got Benedict in it, and I like Benedict. But then I couldn't make it all the way through. I had to stop watching it. I was like, no, this is garbage. Never mind. All right, I think I'm done with my Sherlock duck, and like, sure, if you squint, it could be Sherlock. BBC Sherlock as a duck, maybe. Here he is.
It's a kind of a mixture of Sherlocks.
I'm just gonna set that over there. That was hard to draw, guys. Give me something easy to finish up with.
So I think I remembered everyone's, and I've added one last one of my own. But feel free to add any final suggestions, or if I missed something. We've got 2 suggestions from The Lord of the Rings. Gandalf as a Labrador. Was it a Labrador?
No,
it
Basset Hound.
Basset Hound. Gollum as a hairless cat. Howl from Howl's Moving Castle as a husky. And I threw out Sean and Gus from Psych as golden retrievers.
Those are not book characters, Adam.
Oh, are they not?
No, they're from a show.
Well, Sherlock was
Darcy as a pug. True, we kind of did.
Oh, and Darcy as a pug.
We kind of did mess with it with
Sherlock.
BBC's Sherlock, although Sherlock is a book character.
But BBC Sherlock isn't.
It's true.
Yep. All right. Last one. Something easy after that duck situation.
All right. Well,
I think I do have some anthropomorphized animals as merch. Maybe I don't. I have a lot of animals as merch, but maybe none of them are anthro. No, I have at least one anthro merch. It's a cat, I think.
So
I have a fox as well. Check out my Redbubble.
I'm feeling the easiest one from the suggestions are Golem as a hairless cat. Because he's basically just a hairless cat.
He's just a cat, though.
with the ring.
Maybe with the ring. Like maybe some wrinkles. Like you can't even tell he's hairless until I color him pink. By the way, guys, I've started scanning all of the postcards that I send out before I send them out, so that potentially, maybe, like at the end of the year, there will be a coloring book. Yes. I don't know. This is not a promise, but that's a thought.
You've made this promise to me.
There's 8 people in the chat. Nobody will be able to hold me accountable for
I
that.
will.
Nobody has asked me to draw a possum. And that's sad, because I love possums. Of the forbidden cats, possums are my favorite. Oh, possums.
Okay. I also like Firelight's suggestion with cat Gollum, precious color, Gollum's precious color.
It's like just holding it. All cats I know hate their collars, so that'd be different. All right, Adam, what am I doing? I gotta finish this up and finish the stream.
Next, my cat Gollum. So, which do you think is the easiest from our suggestions?
I mean, easiest is the husky. Huskies are easy. They're floofy, so there's not a lot of details to their body. Howl is a husky. I will have to look at some pictures of Howl to like see what he wears, but it is going to be Ghibli Howl.
Oh, I forgot. Willow as a mouse.
Oh, Willow as a mouse.
Could be Willow as a mouse.
Willow as a mouse. I'd have to look up what
Brianna reminded me because they mentioned a musketeer as a rat.
Musketeer. Just one musketeer? Which musketeer? Oh, no. I keep asking more questions.
The Ozzy Scarecrow as a husky.
Oz Scarecrow as a husky. What was the one I just said? I forgot what I just said.
You said the husky was the easiest with the Howl as a husky.
Oh, yeah. But... D'Artagnan as a
As a what? As a rat. D'Artagnan as a rat? Let me look up what musketeers wear.
Swords. They wear swords.
Just swords.
Swords.
Three Musketeers was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, which is weird because I tried to reread it as an adult. I actually think I read an abridged version as a kid, I'll be honest. But like, I really liked it. It was the vibe. All right, I'm going with D'Artagnan as a rat just because I want to. Sorry, everybody who's voting.
Made.
Everybody who's voting. It's time for D'Artagnan as a rat.
There will be a hairless golem kitty pursuing you in your dreams.
D'Artagnan. Let's look at him specifically. Oh, they've always got him in stupid clothing. What the hell? I'm looking at various pictures of D'Artagnan because he's not a musketeer until the end of the Three Musketeers. He's always wearing something stupid. Oh, there's some musketeers wearing musketeer clothes. What's everybody's favorite Three Musketeers movie or like TV show? I tried to watch the latest TV show and I stopped because it was just like too silly, which is funny because the Three Musketeers is actually pretty silly. I gotta catch his wide-eyed idiocy. I mean, innocence. Good old D'Artagnan. Anybody saying anything interesting, Adam? You've become distracted. No, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at pictures of musketeers.
So Firelight mentions that they think they've only seen the dumb steampunkish musketeers one with the airships and Logan Learman.
That one was so silly.
And the chick who fights monsters as the lady musketeer.
There is no lady musketeer in the books. Lady de Winter, perhaps? They probably decided that she wasn't action hero-y enough. Even though she's a great villain, but she's not an action hero. I've only seen that movie once, so I don't remember anything about it except for there were airships.
Airships are pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. And Musketeers, the Three Musketeers does actually lend itself pretty well to steampunk, to be honest.
Patricia asks, what are we drawing now? So is this the Howl as a Husky? No, we overrode that.
No, I decided in the end.
D'Artagnan, the Musketeer,
I went against
as a rat.
Went against everyone's wishes and was just like, no, I want to draw this.
And Firelight confirms that the Lady de Winter becomes the Lady Musketeer in that movie.
It's very silly. Does she die in the movie? In that movie? She dies in the book.
Firelight will have to let us know. KJ chimes in that they can't say that they've ever even gotten through a full movie of the Three Musketeers.
My favorite Musketeers property is actually like this really old miniseries that's like from the 80s or maybe even the 70s. It's old and it is arguably like bad. The production is bad, but the actors are putting in 1000%. And for that just makes it, you know, like the actors are all in to this sort of terrible movie or mini series.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, it will remain my favorite. And it's also like the most book accurate of any of them. It's not super book accurate because the book is kind of meandering in places, but yeah, it's like the best in my opinion as far as like book accuracy. Everything else is trying to like reinvent the wheel with the Three Musketeers and make it weird.
So Firelight is beginning to hedge a little bit. They might be misremembering. They definitely don't remember if Lady de Winter lives or dies. They don't even really remember if they're musketeer, but they definitely were a sword fighter. So in their head, that makes them a musketeer.
Yeah. Book Lady de Winter was not a sword fighter. She was a master manipulator and evil as fuck and a great villain, but like she did not do any sword fighting.
Brianna mentions that they hear rumors of a new Three Musketeers movie coming out this year that might even be all in French.
Ooh. I'd watch it. And maybe it can be accurate to the book. Because the book is actually, I liked it when I was younger anyway.
You liked the abridged version.
I liked the abridged because it got rid of, there's a lot of, I learned when I tried to reread it as an adult, there's a lot of just like stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure Dumas pantsed that book because it's just all over the place. It's Dumas, right? Dumas wrote The Three Musketeers? I think he did. Maybe.
I believe that's correct.
I'm going to sound like a dumbass if I'm going to sound like a dumbass if Dumas didn't write the book. Oh, the jokes. The jokes write themselves. Man, think of all the people missing out on this great stream and all my hilarious jokes.
Hey, Abby would recommend this over writing a master's paper any day of the week.
Abby, you should do that. You should recommend this somewhere because, clearly these streams are not getting seen by people. So, recommend it over doing whatever you're doing right now and tell people, I would watch Julian's drawing streams over. What?
Firelight just remembered they were going to suggest an animal version of Jack Torrance, but forgot.
What animal would he be? I'm getting, immediately my head went like Wolverine or Honey Badger, something in the mustelid family. Almost done with my D'Artagnan. I think these take longer to draw because there's so much clothing involved. the last several that I've done have not had the creatures wearing clothing. These are also going to take longer to ink and longer to color, but hey, it's been a while since I've drawn some fun anthro creatures.
Firelight was thinking maybe an ox or something for their Jack Torrance, or maybe a pug again. Pugs are always funny, but a pug with an axe.
His personality would not fit a pug, but it would be hilarious to it'd be like trying to make BBC Sherlock a duck, trying to make a pug look vicious and crazed. I'd need to find a picture of a pug going after a treat. That's the closest I think they would ever come to looking vicious and crazed. My D'Artagnan looks super sweet, which is, he's just kind of an idiot, like a sweet idiot. D'Artagnan is a himbo. Back me up on this. Anybody who's read it. D'Artagnan is a himbo, 1,000%. All right, there he is.
All right, I'm typing on my phone and I can't spell, so I apologize. But yes or no, is D'Artagnan a himbo?
He's a himbo all the way.
See, I don't think he's a himbo because I remember the meme with that little chart of like the triangle and himbo is in the middle, and if you're on one of the corners, if you're only two, and I feel like he's only two.
He's okay, but let's use the song. He's got to be strong. He's got to be fast. He's got to be dumb and polite. D'Artagnan is all of those things.
He's not. Is he? I don't think he's dumb though.
He's dumb. He's just a country kid who just shows up and he's like, I'm gonna fight everyone I meet. This is fine. All right, here he is. Here he is in mouse mode. No, sorry, rat. He's a rat, not a mouse. That's him. Looking cute. Looking like a gentleman. Maybe he's going to meet his girlfriend, Constance. Constance is the real brains of this operation. D'Artagnan is dumb.
Right. So yeah. A himbo is kind, beefy, and stupid. And if you want to go like, he's not
beefy. You're
So
correct. He's fit.
So
he can
he
fight.
is, he's more of a mouse. Let me get my. He's kind and stupid. So
He's kind and but
he's a
yeah. But he's fit.
He's not a hunk. He's not a jock, and he's not a himbo. He is a mouse or a decent man.
He's not though. He's kind of a dick. Like he's very nice. Not super nice to women, but that's just because of the time period he's in. Oh yeah, Shosho is here.
The chat does kind of agree with you that he's a himbo, but I disagree. He doesn't. He's not beefy. He's not a himbo.
He's not beefy. He is very athletically fit though. Like he doesn't skip leg day. And he would fight. He fully intended to fight 3 men in a row. He was going to do that. By the way, fun fact, did you know that the Princess Bride stole the idea from the fight, the Inigo Wesley fight, the left-handed thing, is actually from Three Musketeers. It's Athos.
They have a six-fingered man in the Three Musketeers?
No, they have Athos. And Athos is injured in the first fight, and he says, that's okay, I can fight you with my left hand. So the left hand, I'm not left-handed reference is homage, is like a joke referencing the Three Musketeers. Literary references. Is D'Artagnan hot? Yes, he is. He's from Gascony. That's like his claim to fame. So apparently he's tan. All right, we have done all of our postcards, and it only took us an hour and a half. But let's look back through them. So we have Matt from the Wheel of Time as a ferret. There's Matt. We have Katniss as a cat. Katniss. We have the penguin as a penguin. Hot, dumb, and kind. He's a himbo. Yep. We have Samwise Gamgee as a corgi. Could not be more perfect. We have my struggle duck. We have Sherlock, BBC Sherlock as a duck, where we learn the important lesson that he is not a duck. And we have D'Artagnan as a very polite, sweet, ratty boy. Those are our postcards, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tell all your friends, because obviously these streams are not getting out to people. But I think they're fun, and they're also a good way for me to actually remember to draw the postcards. So that's good. But thank you for coming and sharing your ideas, and ponder what we should do next time. What should be next month's theme? Also, as I always say, if you are not a $5 patron and you want to be, if you become one this month, you will get I will do you a postcard to this theme. So I'll pick another literary character and make him or her or them an anthropomorphic animal. You just won't get to pick what. So, but you will still get something on the theme for this month if you sign up anytime this month at the postcard tier. So, and yes, it was announced late because I'm always super last minute with these. That doesn't help. But maybe Saturday night is too busy for people. So I should maybe consider putting them on a different evening. Yeah. Do you have any last minute stuff to say, Adam, before we close out the stream?
Negator, Skeletor.
Don't know what that is. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. Tell your friends. Have a good night. I'm sure I have more to say, but I'm supposed to say goodbye. All right, Adam, lean in so you can say goodbye to your arm. Are you ready for the goodbye, Adam?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Bye. There it is. is. All right. Night, everybody.